action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From TV Garden in Boston. Tonight, the Boston Celtics getting set to match up with the Los Angeles Lakers. The Los Angeles Lakers control the tap. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
And the defender's got to take note. Otherwise, that shot's going up all game long.
Ball brings the rock up court. To Kyle Kuzma. Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go. Kyrie across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. There's the toss. Lays it up and in.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Irving. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. Irving to Jaylen Brown. Boston with 4 to shoot. Rejected by McGee.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
There it is. Al Horford. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Ball to Caldwell Pope. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That one off the mark. It's no good. Irving into the front court. He'll run the offense. Cashes in for 2.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Lakers ball. Ball to Caldwell Pope. Oh, nice find for the basket.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Kyrie. That's no good. The follow won't go either. And scores, plus the foul. Al Horford taking it to the basket. And now with a chance at a 3-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Al Horford trying to cash in on a 3-point play. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Free throw's good. A 3-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. To Kyle Kuzma. Gets it in the right corner. 4-3. Lonzo Ball connects. They sag off someone whose shot is only improving, and Lonzo delivers.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Horford. Kyrie Irving for 2. Kyrie Irving missed his first. That one goes.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
LBJ To Kyle Kuzma. Caldwell Pope. Goes to the left side. Nothing going here on that drive. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
JaVale McGee at the line for a chance at a three-point play. History not on his side. 58% from the line. Missed it at the line. Irving to Jaylen Brown. Here comes the screen. Irving to Horford. Gets it in the left corner. Has a look. Horford's shot won't fall.
Hey, lock up, lock up.
Here's LeBron for two. Just off the mark.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Irving. Nothing going here on that drive. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit. LeBron James. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Irving to Hayward. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Nasty. You better remember his number and not let that happen again.
Chance for LeBron James. Rebound hauled in by the Celtics. Irving to Hayward. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I don't want to use the word streaky, but Jason Tatum tends to score in bunches. Let me tell you how. He's one of the most effective players in the league and most efficient at catching the ball on the move. A lot of players waste time in stationary positions or overindulging in triple threat jabs, but not Jason. He catches the ball directly and goes, which means he's the ideal of smart, decisive basketball.
Gets it at the top of the key. Has a chance. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
It's James. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
To Irving. To Jaylen Brown. Hayward, pass to the rim. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Hayward. To Irving. From long range. And Kyrie Irving took the defense for a ride. Tough three-pointer. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
It's James controlling the offense. To Kyle Kuzma. Fires the three. It's rebounded by the Celtics. Into the front court, it's Irving. His team up by 1. Kyrie Irving. 3 for 4. Good start. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Beyond the arc for three. His first effort off the mark. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
I said this on draft night, that Jason Tatum was the most special player in the draft. Granted, I didn't know about Donovan Mitchell, but it's hard to believe that Philadelphia traded this pick away so the Celtics can have a future star.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down. Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. To James. To the outside. Rondo buries it on the catch and shoot.
And I just hear my high school coach preaching this thing to me every single day, and it's still pertinent for the NBA. It's all about spacing. And when you have guys who are lethal three-point shooters and they understand spacing, oh, that whole floor opens up, and that's a thing of beauty to watch.
And scores. Strong take.
Look, there was barely any...
NBA Live 19.
I agree with the refs, no call. Let him play.
LeBron into the front court. Down two. Has a look. LeBron James. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally react?
Rozier, that's off the side of the rim, no good. To James. Can't connect from in close.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Terry Rozier, not necessarily a shot, knocks down the three.
Scary Terry was born during the playoffs last year. He helped Boston achieve what many critics, including myself, thought was impossible without superstar teammates being healthy. He's a pit bull defensively, so quick laterally with a strong upper body frame and a great center of gravity. He plays with a ton of grit and determination, and that's just what you need in a depth guard who can answer the bell when called on.
It's good, and one.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Al Horford trying to cash in on a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Unable to connect on the free throw. Lonzo with it. 5-point game. To Beasley. Not that time.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Irving. Rocking the rim.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Doesn't get the bounce. To Stevenson. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
To Kyle Kuzma. Celtics have it. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Can't connect on the first free throw. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Los Angeles, they have it. Deep left corner. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Lance Stevenson at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 68%. Free throw is good to cap off the three-point play. And the lead is down to 3. Trying to cash in. And that's rebounded by Kuzma. Deep 2 there, won't go. Short jumper, won't fall. 20-footer at the buzzer. It's good to beat the buzzer. He got it off just in time. So count the basket, and they're back within striking distance at the end of the first quarter. one quarter down. And, Jay, you know both coaches wanted to see more stops on the defensive end, but was that fun to watch or what?
Yeah, I got to hedge the bet because I got to talk to the defense right now. You have to actually play defense on people to stop people in this league.
Throws it down.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Working the outside to Marcus Smart. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Here's Rondo with it. Down by one. To James. Blocked by Tatum.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Short jumper stays out. Across the timeline comes James. We're a minute into the second quarter. A pass taken away by the Celtics.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back. Everybody communicated. Everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Has a chance. Morris with a shot no good.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
JaVale McGee lays it in.
And I have a rule. If you're 6'9" or taller, I don't want to see you jelly it. I don't want to see any kind of weird spin or English on the ball. Just dunk it. Keep it simple, please.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Oh, yeah.
Work it down to Brown. Block shot.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To James. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Nothing going here on that drive. And the rebound comes down to Ball. Lakers at the controls right now. James to Ball. Nothing going here on that drive. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
The pass taken away by the Lakers.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
James to Kyle Kuzma. Finger roll, finishing with finesse.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Shot from the lane won't go.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chipping.
Shot won't go. JaVale McGee, he won't get away with this one. Referee calls it intentional.
It's way too early in the game to be intentionally fouling like that. Keep your cool, man. Calm down.
Throws it up. And a pass stolen by Boston. To Irving. Kyrie Irving. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
So good to see one of Jersey's finest, Kyrie Irving, back on the court and driving with no issues on that knee. He only played 60 games last year, and he missed the entire Celtics postseason run. You can only imagine what this team would have done if he were healthy and they had Gordon Hayward.
James gets a look. Can't hit. To Marcus Smart. Hayward. That'll get out of bounds off of Irving. Ball with it up top. His team up by 1.
Come on, you're right. Come on, you're right.
Oh, Horford up to block the shot.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Jason Tatum trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 82%. Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. James into the front court. He'll run the offense. Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
It's Kuzma up to block the shot. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Kyle Kuzma. Time to shuffle things up. Off the mark on his free throw. Hayward. Irving to Marcus Morris. Nice pass to set things up. Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
To Caldwell Pope. That's blocked by Irving.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
Irving with the basketball. Looking to make something happen.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Hits at the line. Kyrie Irving with that shot, he's 5 for 8. If he keeps playing like this, we all may believe that the earth is indeed flat.
And that's what you love about Kyrie. He's constantly probing. He's probing on the court by maintaining his dribble, and then also probing off the court. We're saying lines like the earth is flat. The fact that that was on the cover of every magazine, the headline of every social media title, goes to show you that Kyrie is great at hijacking your amygdala, both on and off the court.
LeBron with it up top. Down a point. Here's a chance from long range. Had made his first couple, but he misses there.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. James. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
JaVale McGee at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He struggled so far, and he missed the free throw. The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Goes reverse to lay it in. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Shifting gears, here come some substitutions.
Number 15. Ice. So come right. Watch Cutter coming through.
Lonzo Ball. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
Lonzo Ball is so different. There's something special about a player that can always deliver the ball on time and on target. Let me break that down for you. The on-time part means the ball isn't delivered 1 second too late or 1 second too early, but at the perfect time for you to go right into your shot or make a play. The on-target aspect means that the ball is either delivered right in the pocket for a shooter, or for a big, it hits you right in the chest so you can go up for a slam. With his head constantly on a swivel, it's safe to say that Lonzo Ball is already an elite passer.
LeBron into the front court, up by 3. To Kyle Kuzma. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
James to Ball. Kyle Kuzma. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
To Kyle Kuzma. Al Horford snares the rebound. Here's Irving into the front court. They trail by 2. Hayward to Irving. Gordon Hayward, that's how it's done. 2 of 4 now.
And you always feel like the words vision and unselfishness go together. They work cohesively as a unit. When you have a guy that has both, that sets the tone for how your team is going to play.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Number 14, and number 6, Lance Stevenson.
James to Stevenson. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Kyrie with the rock. Probing the defense. Irving. Ingram right there for the rebound. To James. To Stevenson. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Short jumper stays out. To Irving. To Horford. Off the assist.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
To James. Lets it fly from long range. Cleans it up. Offensive board to Stevenson. To Horford. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Celtics have it. Irving to Hayward. And he finishes at the rim.
And a lot of passers usually have their head on the swivel, but ultimately, either you have a feel for the game or you don't.
Ball into the front court. Under a minute to go before halftime. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
First free throw is good.
For the Boston Celtics, number 7, Jaylen Brown.
And he makes them both.
I got ball. I'm here. Here we go. My ball.
He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end. To Stevenson. Can't connect. To Jaylen Brown. Good. Off a spin.
Come on, somebody tell me when he added that to his arsenal.
To James. For three. Off the iron. No good. Gets a look. Can't hit. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Deep three at the buzzer. That's it. First half has come to an end with the Celtics in front.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Celtics are in a close game thus far. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Boston Celtics. The Lakers are keeping things competitive after 2 quarters. And that deficit is a negative, of course, but I do see it positive. I really like how they move the ball, keeping each other involved offensively. They've got a nice flow to their game today. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. Bench points.
The NBA season is long, and these days, starters take rest days. And that's why it's so important to have bench players that can be productive like we're seeing here today.
Player of the half.
Al Horford did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Ball's controlled by Boston.
I got ball.
Looking for his man. LeBron into the front court. His group now down 2. To the rim, JaVale McGee. To Kyle Kuzma. Fires the 3. Good contest. Made it tough for Kuzma. Hayward to Horford. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
To Caldwell Pope. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Across the timeline comes James. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. He throws it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's a Proud City.
Gordon Hayward, that's how it's done. He's now 4 for 6.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
Shot from in close, no good. To Marcus Smart. Short jumper won't go down. Al Horford going to the line to shoot 2.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
First one goes down. And gets both to drop at the line. Los Angeles has the basketball. James to Kyle Kuzma. Caldwell Pope. Nobody even close. Count the basket for Caldwell Pope.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Kyrie Irving lines it up for 2, and the Lakers have the rebound. To Caldwell Pope. Drive here, but the shot stays out. Out of bounds the call, off Gordon Hayward. James into the front court. His guys now trailing by a point. Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there, won't go. Irving brings the ball up court. And the Lakers with the rebound. Kuzma to James. It's Kuzma with the 2.
I don't know if a body on him would have prevented that bucket, but it at least would have let him know that you were there.
Rejected by McGee.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
LeBron with it up top. His guys now down by a point. and stuffs it home.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Irving gets it in the right corner to Irving.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. James. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Brown. Here's LeBron for two. Second effort. Rebound, Horford. Kyrie across the timeline. Down by one. It's denied by LeBron.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
And the rebound taken in by Lonzo. LeBron into the front court. He'll run the offense. Celtics come away with it. Kyrie lets it go. Knocks it down off the step back.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Lonzo Ball. 4 out of 7.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To James. Rebound, Jason Tatum. Great look and vision. Irving. Doesn't have the touch. No good. To James. Not that time.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed a shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's a player he thinks he is, and we all know he is.
Shot from the lane won't go. To James. JaVale McGee. To James. Lobs it up. Ball. Can't get the bounce. To Irving. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
LeBron into the front court. They trail by 1. With a drop step. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Kyrie. LBJ with it. The screen sets him up for 2.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Irving. To Hayward. Tosses. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Ball with the basketball. Leads one. Lonzo Ball. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
With a drop step. With the basket after a nice drop step.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
To Kyle Kuzma. Caldwell Pope. Over to the right side. Lonzo Ball. Wide open look. Won't go. To Irving. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Substitution being made in this one. Irving. Has a chance. Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Short jumper stays out. Irving into the front court. Leads just a point. To Hayward. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Gordon Hayward, zero hesitation as he knocks it down for 3. He went down 5 minutes into his Celtics career. So how much of an evaluation period should Gordon Hayward get coming off a tough injury?
Well, with a potential franchise player, you always rather be safe than be sorry. And he needs to pay attention to his body more so than anybody. From a player who personally had a dislocation of the ankle, which is a bone bruise when I was trying to come back and play, that could take a couple of years to heal fully. So Gordon Hayward's ability to make sure that he feels that he trusts his body is the most important thing.
Brad Stevens will change up his lineup.
Hey, lock up, lock up.
Count the basket at the rim.
Hey, good shot.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense.
Here we go. G up, baby.
Nice pass to set things up. 3 seconds, it's going the other way. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Rajon Rondo trying to cash in on a 3-point play. He wants this number up. 60% career free throw shooter. Into the front court, it's Irving. Down a point. No good. No daylight. Great defense.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Off the assist.
People at home, did you know that Aaron Baines played rugby growing up? He knows no other way but to be physical on the court because that's how he leaves his mark. Rondo with the basketball. Leads a bucket.
Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
I wonder who we're...
BA Live 19.
going to see tonight. Playoff Rondo or that other guy? Because when he's on top of his game, there is no one better in terms of IQ and also vision. Unless the offense isn't clicking, expect to see him breaking down the D and ensuring everyone gets fed.
End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
I'm sorry, his name is not John Wall or Russell Westbrook. So why is he getting a free pass down the entire length of the floor?
Irving to Marcus Morris. 4-3. That no good, off the mark. To Beasley, calls out of bounds. Last touch by Michael Beasley. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. To Marcus Smart from long range. Smart is tough. He loves those kinds of shots.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
New blood coming in for both sides. Ball to James. Short jumper won't fall. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Number 6, Lance Stevenson.
Stevenson. James buries it on the catch and shoot.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Kyrie with the rock. Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
He'll beat you time and time again. It's Horford with the 3.
And Ed, when you have 7-footers roaming the perimeter who shoot over 40% from the three-point line, why take twos?
All 5 can shoot it at any given time. To Irving. Sets him up. And 2 points to the board.
I said this on draft night, that Jason Tatum was the most special player in the draft. Granted, I didn't know about Donovan Mitchell, but it's hard to believe that Philadelphia traded this pick away so the Celtics can have a future star.
James. Message received. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
And scores on the step back. Unguardable, Jay.
Oh, he buckled his knees so bad, it didn't matter if he scored or not. That's a win for the internet.
Stevenson fires the three, cleans it up. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
No. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Deep three at the buzzer. That's the end of the third quarter. The Celtics have the lead. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the fourth quarter. We've got a one-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money down the stretch. It's game time.
Nothing going here on that drive. Scores from the post. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
The jumper's off the mark. Lakers ball. Beyond the arc for three. Can't force those. Stevenson misses. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Irving with the basketball. Leads three. To Marcus Morris. Irving. There's the toss. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
McGee powers it through.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Celtics have it.
I got him. Let's go. Flashing. Bump him.
Probing the defense. Irving. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Kuzma. To James. Here's a chance from long range. Cleans it up. McGee punching it home with the putback slam.
JaVale has such a good nose around the basket until he doesn't.
What are you saying there, Jay?
It's 50-50 sometimes.
Well, hopefully it's half glass full in this regard. Irving works it up top. Smart shot, no good. Stevenson to Kyle Kuzma. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Kyle Kuzma at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 70% free throw shooter. Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Irving brings the ball up court.
I got him.
Lonzo with it. Looking to make something happen. Turns and slams it down.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
And he drains it. Kyrie Irving won a championship with Cleveland. He won a championship for Cleveland in that Game 7 at Golden State. How was he influenced as a player by that title?
Well, I thought he learned how to win at a really huge stage. But Kyrie's always been a leader of his own movement. At times, his voice may have been suppressed because of LeBron James, but there's no doubt about it. When you look at the young players on this roster, when they all rock Kyrie's, you know who the leader of the team is.
Yeah, and Kyrie Irving took the defense for a ride. Tough three-pointer.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Easy path to the rim.
Surprised to say the least. I know I didn't expect LeBron to be back in the 2-1-6. But as we know, we should come to expect the unexpected with him every time.
Irving to Horford. Knocks it down off the step back.
And while the ball was still in his hands, a sidestep throws a defender off. People aren't used to seeing that type of footwork.
Los Angeles, they have it. James to Kyle Kuzma. Surveys the floor. It's Boston with the rebound. Here's Irving into the front court. His team up by 1. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
Ed, do you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Kyrie Irving trying to cash in on a 3-point play, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Lakers at the controls right now. It's denied by Horford.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Another chance to Irving. Oh, had him going there for a second. And the rebound comes to Kuzma. Stevenson to James. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron James. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Play is stopped. Timeout Boston as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game.
And this is where habits come into play. Players think they can turn that switch on and off at their beckoning call, but it doesn't work that way. That's why coaches talk about practicing good habits on a daily basis, because they show up in the fourth.
Kyrie. Can't connect.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Irving to Hayward. Going to launch beyond the arc. Good for three.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Chance here for LeBron. Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
So good to see one of Jersey's finest, Kyrie Irving, back on the court and driving with no issues on that knee. He only played 60 games last year, and he missed the entire Celtics postseason run. You can only imagine what this team would have done if he were healthy and they had Gordon Hayward.
James drills the three.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Screen coming. Sizing up the defense. Irving. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
It's James. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Knocked away. Was it coming down? Yes, it was. Goaltending. Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter.
You're going to see the best players make in-game adjustments on the fly. The intellect of some of these superstars is off the charts. Your ability to adapt and move forward as quickly as possible in the most efficient manner will determine whether you win this game or not.
Los Angeles has the basketball. And 2 more points. The defense had him, but the good shooters find a way.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Hayward to Irving. Lets it fly from long range. Smart is tough. He loves those kinds of shots.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Kyrie across the timeline. Leads 4. To Hayward. shot that time.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to get great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Timeout Boston as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game.
The best basketball. And I know I'm saying this and I shouldn't be saying it because I'm calling the broadcast, but as a player and a fan, you know you tune in to the fourth. This is where guys earn their paychecks. This is where you see real fight and real hustle.
Irving. That's how you defend. James to ball. And finishes strong.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him, make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Ball. A bad pass, and the Celtics have it. To Irving. Offensive board. Horford gets it in the left corner. Across the timeline comes James. His group now down 2. For 3, can't go down. Smothering defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Here comes the screen. Irving. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off 3-point shots.
That's out. Last touch by Al Horford. Time for some new personnel into the game. Caldwell Pope, pass to the rim. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between two players. We call that an eyesight contract. Because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
Has a look. And he hits.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Boston with the basketball. Tatum. Not getting the bounce. James. Throws it up. A pass taken away by the Celtics.
From a guy who's been there before, tomorrow morning you'll wake up and you would have wished this was a bad dream. But in reality, all you can do is knock the cobwebs off and let it fuel you for tomorrow.
JaVale McGee to ball. Gets it in the right corner. Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim. No good. To Hayward. Short jumper won't go down. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout. That's their second of the final 3 minutes. No more timeouts left the rest of the game. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. It's LeBron. Wide open look, won't go. Irving into the front court. Lead it.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Defense all over Rozier. Can't connect. Big finish at the rim.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
A fundamental shot right there.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
James into the front court. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Rises for the slam.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Kyrie Irving at the line for a chance at a 3-point play, shooting 66% in this contest. James, shot off the mark. Good defense. Straight on 3, at the buzzer. Oh, how about that? A 3 at the buzzer. That's going to bring some icy stares from the other bench. This one is now all over.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Celtics got the win in a nail-biter. They did an incredible job with the 3-ball, getting plenty of points from long range. As a squad, they were able to take advantage of a perimeter defense that couldn't lock them down. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Boston Celtics. The Lakers finished on the losing end of a close score. The way they shot the ball was outstanding, but even still, it wasn't enough to get the result they wanted. More often than not, you're going to win games when you shoot the ball as well as they did here today. Check out the leading scores for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. Assists.
You can tell both of these teams feel very comfortable in their offensive systems. There was plenty of great playmaking in this contest.
Player of the game.
Kyrie Irving played the role of facilitator today, and no one is more happy than his teammates. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew,